What is up, guys? TLG here, doing TLG Podcast Episode 5. Today we're going to be talking about video game sequels that we would like to see. So, yeah, obviously in this episode we have me, Kai, Kevin, Blake in the call. Shadow probably may join in later. Right now he's kind of, finishing up with homework, but if he comes in later, then maybe we'll hear what he has to say with what games he wants to see. So, yeah, this is a topic that we all kind of wanted to do for a while, and since we haven't done a podcast in a few weeks, because stuff's been going on, we figured, you know what, we'll come back and do more podcasts. So yeah, so each of us has at least one game that we'll talk about. If let's say time is a bit short, we'll do another game. Like we'll talk about another one, and yeah. So hope you guys enjoy the podcast. Make sure to leave a like on the stream. Make sure to, if you guys have any sequels that you guys want to see, then make sure to type it in the chat or in the comments. So, whatever you guys want to do. So, also, before I join the call with the others, I just want to say that the rules for us picking these type of sequels, it's sort of like games that don't have a sequel at all. So, we're not saying like we're gonna say like Mario Galaxy 3 or Uncharted 5, like something like that. We're gonna pick like games that only have just one game and one game alone. So it's like we're sort of going with those type of games. Okay, so just sort of like an FYI. Cause mostly because it'd be like easier, like it'd be much easier if it'd be too easy if we pick like Galaxy 3 or Uncharted 5 or Sonic Adventure 3. So we're gonna pick some. We have some very interesting picks. So yeah, I think we're gonna have a pretty good, interesting conversation. Maybe have some funny moments and stuff. So yeah, so let me hop back in the call with the others, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, guys, say hello to the stream.
Yo.
Alright, so I explained everything, what we're gonna do, like how many games we're gonna do, what the rules are, so all we can do is now start.
Alright.
So I'll probably go first, since we did talk about this before switching scenes, so I'll do my game first, and then whoever wants to go next after me, then by all means be my guest. Alright, so this game. I have two or three games, but obviously I'm gonna go with this one because it's one of my favorite games that I loved. Because if you guys seen, well, this was like before, like when one of our previous podcasts, not like the podcast we did within a couple of weeks, but the one that we did last year. It was our top three games of all time, and yeah, my favorite game of all time was Spider-Man. So
Please tell me you're not gonna do Spider-Man 2.
yeah, I'm gonna do Spider-Man 2.
God damn it, I knew it!
I got it, man.
Alright, go ahead.
I mean, has it?
I thought that was coming out.
No.
It hasn't. I mean, Insomniac, like, they're hinting at it, but they're not, like, showing anything online yet.
Yeah. It's just sort of like
Oh my
it's
God.
sort of
It's
like
like a rumor.
sort of like
Oh
rumors and
my
stuff.
god.
I mean, we know it's happening, but we just don't know when.
Yeah, so it's not
There
not
we
a
go.
confirmation
And
or anything.
plus, it's not official yet.
Yeah.
So.
You know it's
That's-
going to be though. That game sold way more copies than anything else.
I know.
That game actually sold PS4s.
No, it did for me, that's for sure.
It did for
Yeah,
us.
yeah, sold mine. Yeah.
Thank you, Insomniac.
Yeah, thank you, Insomniac, for best
Making that
Spider-Man
amazing game.
game.
Thank you, Insomniac, for being stupid pieces of shit again.
Okay, Blake, we're gonna have to kick you out. So.
Okay. Can we ban him, please?
No.
No, I'm joking. No,
Nah, I'm good.
no. Blake is,
Blake's show.
he-
Blake's Blake.
He's Blake. You can't ban a Blake. That's the
Oh,
rule.
what the fuck?
You always gotta have a Blake.
You know, sometimes it's good to be the bigger man. So I'm not saying stuff that I should say.
Yeah, like I was kind of waiting for you to back something out of there.
Yeah, I think I'm, along with Alan, I think I'm the most mature. To be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
I mean, I bet you
True.
do, but whatever.
All right, yeah. So Spider-Man 2. I would love to see a sequel. I know there's probably a sequel probably in the works right now as we speak, but
It has to be.
considering it hasn't been confirmed yet, I might as well go with it. So
Yeah, you can talk about it since it hasn't been confirmed about it yet.
yeah.
Believe me, I tried to look. I haven't found nothing.
Hmm. So what do I want to see in Spider-Man 2? Well, at the end of Spider-Man 1, there was a bit of a cliffhanger to where Norman.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is also spoilers. So anyone that hasn't played Marvel Spider-Man, uh,
Click away.
yeah, you might want to click away or sort of mute yourself. So yeah. So basically, at the end, Norman Osborn's in his lab. You know, he's sort of checking on Harry, and turns out Harry, he's sick. He's like in this containment field, and maybe like around him, there's like this like symbiote or so, and so
It's Venom.
yeah, it's kind of like Venom, and so like Norman puts his hand on the glass, and then a Venom sort of makes like a hand, and then and that's how the game ends. In terms of main story details, I mean, obviously there's the DLC, which obviously the DLC is also important as well because it's kind of like sort of events that happen a bit after Spider-Man 1. So, but obviously what I would like to see in Spider-Man 2 is Venom as the main villain. Maybe I could probably see Norman Osborn also being the main villain as well. Like maybe like
I can see them being like dynamic duo, being like Venom tells Harry what to do for the brains, and then Venom just does all the action and fights.
yeah,
Spider-Man.
exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Like, because honestly, I think I could see that, and also the fact that Miles Morales gets he gets bitten by a spider, and then he gets spider powers as well. So
Who knows? Maybe we'll get Miles Morales in the next game.
no, I mean we will.
No, I mean like as a playable.
Oh, as a playable character, yeah. I mean, I
Which
would like that.
I mean, he did in the first
I
game,
mean, I would say he was playable.
but only like in a minor.
Yeah, it's just
Like
sort of
two
like
levels.
yeah, it's just sort of like these levels, like
I
stealth
didn't. I
levels.
did not like. I didn't like those levels actually. I hated those things.
You didn't like those levels?
Those gave me anxiety.
No, I didn't. I mean, it was fine, but I didn't. I wasn't too thrilled about it.
Uh, they were fine. Like not great, but they weren't
I mean,
terrible.
they're harmless. They're harmless.
Yeah, like they weren't bad. But yeah, I mean, like maybe there's like at one point in the story to where you have Peter and Miles versus Norman and AKA the Green Goblin and Harry AKA Venom. Like I could probably see that being like a final battle towards near the end of the game. Like I know it's like sort of like, well, you're not gonna mention like plot wise or anything like that or gameplay, but I'll mention it after this. I just sort of like speculating, thinking like maybe that what could happen in the game to where again like two duos going at it. Like maybe Peter fights Harry and then Miles fights Norman.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Because I've been sort of visioning about it because ever since I beat the game, I started thinking like, what would the sequel story be like? Like, what would the developers try to incorporate in here that it would be interesting to see? And so I think like sort of Miles getting his powers. Maybe at some point Peter gets like a symbiote attached
Well,
to.
Miles actually did get his powers at the end of the game.
Yeah, exactly. So like I feel like maybe Peter's gonna like sort of be like a mentor to Miles to where maybe like he'll show Miles the ropes on how to swing, how to attack enemies and all that
I feel
jazz.
like I feel like it would be like a Batman Beyond type of thing where Peter Parker just like mentors Miles in that sort of way.
Yeah, I think that's
like over an intercom or something like that.
yeah, I think that'll probably be the approach for that sequel because Miles, he's sort of like getting into the action and he's sort of like the second Spider-Man there, so
Yeah.
obviously Peter would have to train him to make sure he's sort of like the best like him. And I can
One
say
thing that one thing that doesn't even come back is J. Jonah Jameson. Holy shit! Like his podcast.
oh my god.
Dude, bring that back.
Yeah, you
please,
gotta bring that
Insomniac.
back.
You gotta bring that back, bro. Number one priority, bring back J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, or hell, have him be in cutscenes.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, or like let's say like Miles for some reason he works at the Daily Bugle.
That would be cool.
And then,
I would not mind that at all.
Yeah, cause I don't know if they'll either have Miles be like a scientist with Peter, like sort of like in the first game, like with Peter and Otto, or maybe Miles will do a different job. But I don't think it'll be like that because I just remember that MJ works at the Bugle, so
Yes, I don't think they'll have.
yeah, it'll probably be with MJ. Like maybe there'll be like cutscenes in there to where MJ maybe be talking to Jamerson, and then you know. But I mean, I'm hoping that be the case to where we'll see like Jamerson moments in there because he's such a fun character. Like every time you see him on screen or listen to him, it's like, oh
Like
boy.
you have to listen.
Like you get giddy inside. Well, at least for me, I got giddy inside when I heard his voice, and it's like, oh boy, this guy
Here we go again.
talking smack about Spider-Man, calling him a menace.
While you're out there fighting crimes and he's talking shit.
I mean that's his character. So
It's like this, like Spider-Man, terrible menace, while you're out fighting Doc Ock or some shit.
Spider-Man is a criminal. He's a
Spider-Man is
vigilante.
criminal.
He's a sick.
He's a sickening man. He's sick. Does not belong in the beauty.
I could already imagine him like already saying like, "And there's 2 Spider-Men out there." The type of world we live in, gentlemen.
Dude, you made me choke on my cheer line. What the fuck? Dude, that was.
Just the idea is making you die. Is making you like cough a lot.
Like, there's 2 Spider-Man? What?
No, that.
I can totally see him doing.
Would that be his reaction?
I can totally see him doing that.
It's like someone comes in, it's like, sir, there's 2 Spider-Man out there. Oh, okay.
Just spit
2
out
Spider-Man.
Oh my god, bro. J. Jonah Jameson is like one of the best characters in all of Spider-Man. Holy shit.
Oh man.
I love that guy.
Yeah, so I feel like in the game there are probably gonna be moments to where you play as Miles, and then moments as you play as Peter. Like, like probably like maybe for like the tutorial of the game, maybe they'll have like you play as Miles, and then as you get progressed through the game, maybe you play as Peter.
I feel like that would work, yeah.
Yeah. Or
My
maybe
thing is that. Sorry, you go ahead.
I was gonna say like maybe like certain missions, maybe like you could either pick Miles or Peter to play as, and so depending on who you play as, like, because Peter's more advanced with his powers, whereas Miles is starting to get used to it.
I feel like that wouldn't work, but that's just me.
Unless maybe what they'll do is maybe they'll have the game be like months after, and we'll just say that Miles sort of already knows how
I think,
the ropes
yeah, I'm
work.
about to say, I think in the next game, Miles will already know how to be Spider-Man. Say he's already been it for maybe a year or two, so he's still learning, and then while you play through the game, he learns more moves from Peter.
Yeah, because I feel like it'd sort of be like a downgrade, and plus,
Yeah.
if you would have the option to play as Peter or Miles, why would you want to play as Miles if Peter's like more...
Plus he would have like less upgrades and stuff like that too.
Yeah, because he would slowly have to build up upgrades, like maybe similar to the
Yeah.
first game. So, yeah, I feel.
I don't think he'll go that route. I
You
don't
don't-
know.
you don't think
It's-
they'll
it's
go
hard.
there?
It's hard. I don't think they'll go there. But it's fine. One thing I do need to say is that I think the web swing needs to be tuned up a bit, because it was fun web swinging, but it felt like there needs to be more oomph to it, not just like the same thing over and over again.
Mhm.
Like in Spider-Man Web of Shadows, you could zip, fly, zoom all around, knees sliding up and down buildings. Like you can do all of that sort of shit. And in Spider-Man, you just swing like normal for the whole game, no upgrades. That's it.
I mean, if you press the triggers, Spider-Man just like he sort of like.
Yeah, he does tricks like woohoo, I'm a ballerina, woohoo. What the fucking?
I like that, but I wish there's like more acrobatic abilities that
more
he can do.
Like he's supposed to be agile as shit. Why don't you let him be agile?
I mean, he was a bit agile. It's just what's
It's
wrong
just
with
in the web.
putting
It's
it
just
more?
in the. It's just in the web swinging parts that kind of got. I was like, this is like I love. Don't get me wrong, I love the web swinging in this game. I love it. It's the best one in the whole series.
Oh,
In
hell yeah.
All Spider-Man. I just feel like they can do a lot more with it.
Oh, exactly. Yeah,
So that's like something they're gonna have to do
build
with that game.
upon like the structure that's already been made
Mhm.
from the first game. Like
Yeah.
make improvements. Make it more fun for people to use. Like, I mean, web swinging is not bad. It's really fun to do it. Like, it's so satisfying. Like, sometimes I barely take the train because I don't mind web swinging.
Yeah, fuck the train. I
across
never
the
took the
city.
train. I just web swinged everywhere.
Exactly.
I think I took the train once, but that's it. And that's just to see him like with that fucking like Spider-Man like guy in the train. He's talking to him. He's like, "Okay, yeah, so this is what I do." Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's great they have an extra option to where if you don't want to web swing from point A to point B, you can just take the
But
train.
why wouldn't you want to web swing?
I mean, that's true. I mean, unless someone really hates web swinging for whatever reason, then
Then you are a buffoon.
take the train, I guess.
Take the train. Be boring.
Yeah, because at least when you take the train, there's like a cutscene. Like, because there's like a
Yeah.
cutscene where Peter's like in the train, and then it kind of acts like a loading time.
Yeah, which I like that part. I like that. I like how it wasn't just like a loading screen or something. I like how they actually made it into something we can actually watch
Yeah.
and like imagine it in your head, just being like, what's going on. I can imagine him wearing like a backpack, like, oh, hey, I'm going to school. Bye.
Pretty much. And it's just funny because like there's like other suits you can put on. Like you can have Peter
Oh my
be in his
god, that
undies
was.
and then just have him just like sitting in the
Oh
train.
my
Everyone's like,
god,
what the
I
fuck?
would, dude.
Oh man.
That's the best suit in the game. I use the animated series suit the
Mhm.
most. That's my Spider-Man.
Yeah. And speaking of suits, obviously they got to bring all the suits back from the first
Bring
game.
all of them back. Just fuck them. I don't even care. DLC, put them in the game. I don't. Challenges to unlock them. I don't care. Bring all.
Yeah, bring all the suits back, and then as well as obviously if they're gonna obviously have Venom in the game, they gotta
Give
have
me my
the
symbiote
black
suit.
suits. The what?
The black suit.
Oh
The
yeah,
symbiote suit.
yeah,
Give
because
me it. Give me that.
the black suit was absent in the first game for obvious reasons. But
Obvious reasons.
if they're gonna have Venom in the game, then there you go. You can have different variety of the black suit.
What I think, I saw a video about this. I think if they can actually incorporate this to make your own custom suits.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, like a suit maker.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that's actually
And
a
then
great idea.
and then you can actually download other people's suits, and then you can use that in game. Just think of all
Yeah.
the creations you can do,
Oh,
bro.
there you go. Like maybe like there's like certain things you gotta find in the city, and then maybe like it
Oh my
allows
god, and
you
then
to.
you can. Oh my god, bro. That just opened a whole new layer.
Oh man, Kevin, you're a genius.
Oh my god, bro. Dude, I literally just like I saw a video about that like when Spider came out, and I'm like, I just rethought of it, and I'm like, damn, what if they actually brought that in?
I mean, that'd be awesome. Like think about it. Like let's say there's like a like
A TLG suit.
like I mean, I'm not saying it has to, evolve with the mission or anything. Maybe it could just be like a mode that you unlock, maybe like whether you beat the game or maybe when you make enough progress into the game or something like that. But
Yeah, you can unlock it midway through the game or something.
yeah. I mean, that'd be great. I mean, I don't think they'll do that, but
I don't think either, but
But that-
holy
that-
shit,
that'd be
it would
awesome.
be cool.
and then okay, yeah, I know I've been going almost like a little too long on this, but like I think they should add like obviously more variety of villains in there. Like obviously, we're probably gonna see Venom, Green Goblin, but I want to see maybe like Morbius.
I want Sandman in the game.
Yeah, we can get Sandman. I
I
want
want Sandman.
Morbius. I want to see because I
Who?
really wanted Morbius,
Oh,
the
Morbius.
the vampire guy.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I would like to see like maybe like just like a side story about him. Like maybe Peter or Miles has to stop him.
Who do I want to see? I want to see Sandman. Shocker was in the last game. Sinister Six, Doc Ock.
I mean, I could probably see Shocker maybe come back.
I want to see Carnage. Bring Carnage into the next game.
Oh, Oh, yeah, especially with the symbiotes.
I want Carnage, bro.
I mean, that'd be interesting. Maybe there's like
Dude.
a side mission with Carnage or something like that. Cause
I feel like Carnage is actually one of the most underused villains for Spider-Man. Bring him back.
yeah, cause he was in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game, and well, you already know how I feel about that game.
Yeah. No one liked that game.
Yeah.
No one.
So yeah, I feel like we could see like a different variety of villains, and I think it'd be really interesting to see how they're involved in the story. Like maybe not in the main story, but maybe like a side story, sort of like Tombstone was in Spider-Man 1. Cause he was cause he was slightly mentioned in the main story, but then there's like a side story to where
Yeah, there was like a whole side mission to it, and you fought him like once, and then
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah, so I feel like they could probably do that with like maybe like Morbius or Sandman or Carnage or something like that.
Also, I think they need to bring in other Marvel characters too. Not like Ultimate, not like Ultimate Alliance
Punisher.
type. Punisher, that was the Spider-Man villain at one time. Maybe Iron Fist or Wolverine can come in as a cameo.
Daredevil. Yeah, like maybe like
Daredevil.
Marvel character cameos.
Yeah, like I want to see more Marvel
You
characters.
see Daredevil in there.
I want to see Daredevil, bro. Daredevil's so cool.
Oh, and also one more thing. Bring back the pizza missions.
Yes, my man.
Yeah, like let's say Like, let's say like Miles, like let's say he doesn't have a
Oh.
job. He works at a pizza place, and you gotta do pizza
He
missions
can
with
do the
Miles.
pizza missions. Let's go,
Yeah.
dude! I'm getting hyped up over this.
Oh my god, dude. I remember the pizza missions from Spider-Man 2. They were fun. They were fun. I mean, obviously
And
later they got harder, but they were fun to do.
the theme song was, oh my god, one of the best songs in gaming. Yep, dude. I actually saw that on Twitter today, and that just made me think of the game, and I'm like, damn, I missed that game.
Oh man.
But is that everything you want to talk about, Alan?
Uh, I had one more thing, but I kind of forgot. I know I said the last thing was the last thing, but I have.
What's about the story, mechanics, upgrades, story?
I mean, I guess for I mean, I guess for combat, I think they should add like more combos. Like, let's say like again with with Peter and Miles in the game. Let's say maybe there's like different combos that you guys can do together to where it's like maybe like Miles can do one thing, Peter can do another, and then they help take down a bad guy or something like that.
Yeah, that will work actually.
And then I guess maybe they could add multiplayer. Maybe it's like a slight possibility.
I don't think so.
You don't think they'll add multiplayer?
I'd imagine it'd be like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, to where you can have multiplayer, but like they're just there to help out a little bit with bosses.
It's like with Death Stranding with that sort of stuff.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
That and there'll be a lot of trolls.
I guess, yeah. And also like let us explore like other places besides Manhattan. Like let's go to the Statue of Liberty because we couldn't able to go there in the first game, which kind of sucks.
I remember going to the Statue of Liberty all the time in Ultimate Spider-Man.
Mhm.
That game let you go everywhere.
Oh yeah, I wish we could.
Everywhere.
I really hope we can do that in the sequel.
I hope so too.
And then weather conditions.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, like let me swing through during the rain or swing through during like a snowstorm or something like that. That'd be awesome.
Bro, a snowstorm. I'm down for that.
Mhm. Because it kind of sucks because there was like a mission. There's like some missions in Spider-Man, like in the first game, to where it's during the rain, and I want to swing around in the rain, but I can't because I would only have to play in that mission.
Right.
And also let me replay some of the missions because it kind of sucks because there's some great moments in the game that happen that I want to replay again.
Yeah. Let's replay some missions, guys. Come on.
Yeah, like some chapter moments because if I want to, like, let's say if I want to beat the Sinister Six, I have to make a new game file and then do all the story content just to get to the part that I want to do.
Yeah, you kind of messed up there, Insomnia.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't mind playing through the whole campaign again. It's awesome from beginning to end.
But it's just to get that one point and like on this one section and this one mission, like half of the game length in. It's like, shit, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. Like, I really hope they can let you like choose like each chapter. Like, hey, you want to do maybe the final battle between Norman and Harry, like Green Goblin and Venom. Then we can do that. Or if you want to maybe do a part where I don't know, maybe Norman attacks like a part in the city, and you guys gotta like get the bombs out of the city or something like that. I don't know. It's just sort of like examples. But other than that, I've been going off a little bit too long, so that's pretty much all the things I want to see in a Spider-Man sequel. Like again, it's probably in the works right now. Maybe some of the things that we talked about, maybe some may happen, but again,
custom suits.
Yeah, custom suits, pizza missions, more J. Jonah,
More
James,
JJ.
JJ, yeah, couldn't say his name.
More JJ.
Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much me with Spider-Man 2.
All right, Blake, go.
What?
All right. Wait, Blake, do you want to go next, or do you want Kevin to go next, or Kai?
I'd rather someone else go.
All right.
Personally.
Okay. Kevin or Kai, do you guys want to go next?
Because I feel like I'm never last, or like I never.
Devin, just go.
All right, I'll go.
I'm either first or I'm second. Like that's literally how it goes.
Okay.
All right. My game is Detroit Become Human on PS4.
Wait, what'd you say?
My game is Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, like I was surprised because I texted you earlier and saying like what game it was.
Yeah, I was actually trying to think of like, damn, what are some great games that don't have sequels? But all my favorite games already got sequels. Uncharted 4, Red Dead 2, The Last of Us Part 2, like fucking crying out loud.
It's coming out in like what, less than 10 weeks?
Oh my god, something stupid like that. It got delayed too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Also,
coming.
the whole Last of Us leak thing and everyone yelling at Neil Druckmann, shut the fuck up. I'm just saying, shut the fuck up. But anyway, that's beyond it. But I want to see another Detroit Become Human because I loved that game. That was probably my favorite game of 2018 until Ultimate came out. Because I loved that game. I replayed that game to death.
Oh yeah, I remember you said like you wanted to get all the endings and stuff.
I got all the endings. I surprisingly got really deep into that game. And man, what an experience it was. Like, it was like my jaw dropped at some moments. I was like, did that, I was like taking all the bad endings and killing everyone at like so early. And I killed everyone in like less than an hour. And I'm like, really?
Wow, Kevin, great job.
Yeah, I killed everyone. Yeah, I'm a murderer. But no, I feel like we need to because I like the idea. The story itself is what brought me into buy the game itself. It's you're in Detroit and it's like a, you're in the future and you have androids who like do your bidding, but they have to break out of their system and think for themselves. And you have these telltale like situations where you can pick and choose what you want to do. You have quick time events. Some people say it's not really a game like Until Dawn, but I feel like I love those type of games. I never played a Telltale game in my life, but I love like watching those type of games, and I love seeing all the different situations and outcomes in the game. Right? And in Detroit, you play as Marcus, Kara, and Connor. Connor, I surprisingly killed off very early on because I swear I didn't. I did everything right, but for some reason I still failed. So I had to continue on without him, and I'm like, fuck.
I mean, you know that with Connor, you know, like was it like at the beginning of the game, like near at the beginning?
Yeah, Connor was the first person to play with that cop mission. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know that when he dies, like another version of Connor comes back, right?
Yeah, another version of Connor comes back. Yeah. I finally just restarted the whole thing and watched a playthrough of it and just followed everything there. And I did everything in what the guy said, but still. But you meet a different Connor. I forget what the dude's name is, but the dude's like a fucking old Hank, I think his name was
Yeah, Lieutenant Anderson.
Lieutenant Anderson or Hank,
Yeah,
and
Hank Anderson. It's.
yeah, Hank Anderson, whatever. Yeah, Hank. I'm just gonna call him Hank.
Hmm.
So Connor and Hank Connor's trying to like understand Hank and like try to be his friend and stuff like that, and Marcus is like living in this rich ass mansion with this handicapped artist whose son neglects him, and he like Marcus goes rogue after being like departed and dismantled, and he comes back and he goes to Jericho, which I want to see Jericho again. Fucking hideout like underneath the city of Detroit. I want that shit to come back because that shit was so fucking cool. I love shit like that.
Yeah, because it's sort of like all the androids, all the deviants, sort of like
Yeah,
it's kind of like their
all
own
the
like little
rogues.
hideout
Like,
because
yeah, I love it. And what's it's called Jericho. It's like this underground secret place where androids don't want to get scrapped or like they want to think for themselves. So I just love shit like that. And the way you got there, the way Marcus was like patrolling through the city, like I love cities and the visuals and on how you got there was just jaw dropping to me. I like secret underground shit, like like an abandoned I don't know abandoned hospital or some shit. Like I just like exploring those type of things where it's like you don't know what's really around your corner, and it's like an alleyway. I just love shit like. And Jericho was basically like that. And there was this girl at what was it? I think what you were with Marcus, and you met this chick. I forgot her name, but you basically had to pick her side or I
that
felt
it's North.
north,
Kara?
north. No, not Kara. North.
It's
North
like
is the chick
it's
name.
North. You have to pick between North side or Simon's side.
Simon side,
I
yeah.
think it was Simon's side, or unless
Was it
it's
Simon? Yeah, it was Simon. It was like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're right though, it was Simon. But anyway, I want a sequel because I want to see all these. Because you can pick like either all the characters die, or you can, have Marcus take over Detroit and have like an android army. That's what I did my first playthrough. And then Kara, I liked Kara a lot, but I did not like her sections because you had to do so much stuff like in her sections, and her sections were long too. Like the how she got like reprogrammed to this fucking hippie or whatever it is.
yeah, Todd.
Yeah, Todd, and you can't do anything. Like even if you try to obey his commands, like you still have to the story has to continue on regardless. I tried to break the game, but just by doing nothing, and it still made me just moved on with the game. And I'm like, really? That's how you do it? But I feel like if they could, I don't know if I want all the characters to come back. I want Kara, I want Hank, I want Marcus, I want Kara, I want everyone to come
Connor.
back. But yeah, Connor. What did I say? Connor. What? Whoever.
You said Kara, Marcus, Hank.
Kara, Marcus, Hank, Simon, North. I want all of them to come back, and even what was it? What's that little girl's name with Kara?
Alice.
Alice?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alice. I was thinking Ashley. But Alice turns out to be Alice. Alice turns out to be an android too, which I'm surprised Kara didn't find out anyway.
I was
Soon,
shocked.
but-
I was completely shocked when I found out about that.
I found out about halfway through. I was like, she's quiet. She doesn't talk. She has to be like, there's something up with this chick.
I mean,
And
yeah,
then, and then
yeah,
I was like, oh, she's an android.
yeah. I should have had my suspicions as well about Alice, but I guess I just sort of ignored
Yeah.
it and just continued on until the part where all
Yeah.
comes together. That's where it's just like
Yeah.
utterly surprised me.
Yeah, and how Kara reached Jericho and found Marcus, and Kara wants to say, "Hey, is this like a safe haven for androids?" And then Marcus is like, "Yes, it is." And then I don't know why, but I just like that line. But I want a sequel because I feel like I want new characters and more branching paths, and like I want. Also, I just gotta say this: Connor's like, what was it? Inside his brain, he met this like chick in this like fucking whatever place with the water and shit. I did not like that shit at all.
The what part?
The part where it's all white and he just at
Oh,
the start of his scenes. You know what
oh,
I'm talking about?
like he talk.
Garden.
Oh yeah, like he
Yeah,
talks to
the
that
garden.
girl.
I hate that place because I remember having to replay this one section so many times for like an hour, and I had to keep restarting and starting that scene over and over and over. I don't like these areas at all anymore.
Was it towards near the end, or is it just all of them? Because I know, I
It
mean, I
was,
know they're all of them, but I know near the end, like
it
if you
was
do the
pretty
right.
much. I think it was near the end where it just kind of got bored of him, and I wanted to continue on with like Kara or Marcus or something like that. Because I know Connor is like probably the most interesting out of all of them. But I feel like towards the end, I was just like, yeah, I don't really care. I just started pressing buttons. And I'm like, okay, let me get through this. Let me get through this. I want to be done. But I still paid attention to it. But I want a sequel just to I want like a whole new experience of it. Like Until Dawn's creators made a new game called Man of Medan, and I still get to play that game. I'm gonna play that game soon. But I want basically the same thing to happen with Detroit Become Human, but I want it to be Detroit Become Human too. Because I feel like maybe you can go to, I don't know, Seattle or California or something like that. And it like the whole Android aspect could expand, and you could pick another town and city.
Like Seattle to oh no, yes, Seattle become human,
Yeah, Seattle Become Human or something like that.
or Miami become human.
Miami become human, Raleigh become human, Boston become human. I don't know.
Can-
Kentucky become human. Also, plot twist: Blake's an android.
Imagine.
Oh my god. But I want new characters, but I also want everyone else to come. And I want new scenarios, like the fucking like when you went into the strip club with Connor and you found that fucking stripper who's dying and the android who was dying, and she was like, "Okay, we don't have a lot of time left. What's going on? Don't freak out." And then she just dies right in front of you, and I'm like, "Shit." It's like, what happens now? I don't know. Let's go in the back room and find shit. And then you get into this fight, and then you have to shoot this one fucker. Like everything in that game, like there's no downside, and there's no like, what's it called? There's never a dull moment in Detroit Become Human. It feels like to me, because I seriously do love that game, and I just want to see more of it.
Same
Like
here.
I want to see more of Jericho. I want to see North come back because I die. I want to see Hank come back. Although I think Hank died. It's been a while since I played the game, but
It just depends because like the thing is with
like
I think the reason why it may be hard to do a sequel is because like obviously each player has their own different
yeah,
ending, and so maybe like this character dies, but all the characters are alive, or some of the side
yeah, it's
characters
like
are
so
dead, and so it's kind of hard to
it's hard to
build upon a
like
sequel with with
yeah,
different alternate endings.
so I feel like they can just make a whole new experience about it, and just like new characters, new things to do, maybe some new I don't know quick time event or something like that. I don't know how you could upgrade a quick time event. But I want more of this. Like I want more of Detroit Become Human because that game is fucking awesome.
I mean, I agree. It's definitely one of my favorite games from the PS4.
It's easily one of my favorite games on, and it's an exclusive, so that's just a major
Well,
plus on my end.
it used to be an exclusive. Now it's on PC.
Isn't it on PC now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got the OG only for PlayStation. So suck it. No, I'm just kidding.
There's a lot of funny mods on the PC side of things.
Oh, I need to see videos of that then.
Yeah,
Just send me some memes.
yeah.
Oh my
Cause
god.
someone like when you're playing as Connor, someone made like Connor as like you're playing as Hank.
Oh
So like
really?
in a way, it's like Hank's an android, and then there's like Connor's Hank. It's like they both switch places, and it's just so funny.
Oh my god, I couldn't imagine. That would be awesome. Just character swapping everything. That would be awesome.
That would be hilarious.
But yeah, the one downside or one thing I will say that I want to change is don't have Kara have these long ass missions because her missions are long, like up to like 30 minutes long, and I'm like, I love her, but her missions have like way too many options, and like we said, every playthrough is different, so you got to keep replaying the same mission over and over again, listen to the same dialogue over and over again to get different results. And it's just really time consuming when I was beating that game. And I'm like, come on. I mean, it was a fun time, but it just kind of dragged on for a while.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so that's. I just want to see. I want to see new characters. I want to see more androids. Maybe you can play as maybe a fourth guy or something like that. Maybe you can just stick to one. Just have multiple paths entirely. I don't know.
Or what if you make your own android and have
That would be cool.
like you make your own android, set the personality you want them to set, or how? I mean, depending on what the
Oh
story,
my
how the story
god.
goes, maybe you have the character be a good guy or a bad guy.
That would be good. That would be awesome. Well, you can already pick a good guy and bad guy. It would be
Yeah,
like
yeah. The closest thing is probably with Marcus.
is Marcus because I had the ending like fights everything. It became like a fucking what was it, a command like an RTS type of thing. That's the first thing that I got, and I'm like, damn. Like I'm fucking killing people. Like I'm fucking killing bitches with this shit. And Marcus, like, I just like that ending a lot. I don't know why. I just liked Marcus being a dick. Like I always went with north side anyway, so I did not go with Simon at all. And with Simon, it's just like even when I went Simon's side, it's like it's just boring. I want to kill people. Like I want to do some like just go rogue, bro.
You murderous bastard.
Yes, I am. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's basically all I want to say because the game itself is amazing, and I feel like Quantum Dream seriously nailed it out of the park with this game, and I just want to see more of it.
I want to see more games from Quantum Dreams. Cause
Yeah, because this was the most recent game they made.
yeah, it's almost gonna be 2 years since it came out.
It's almost 2 years when the game came out, and that game is amazing, and it needs more support. And I think if they can get the writers back when all this quarantine shit's over with, they can seriously make a good sequel.
Okay.
Perfect timing, Kai. Your turn.
Alright, I'm back. What?
Oh, just in time.
Oh, so
There
I
you
just
go.
to grab a
Just
burrito,
in
but
time.
okay.
Your
Yeah,
turn.
yeah, just in
Ah,
time. Good thing.
just in time.
Uh,
Perfect timing. The timing couldn't have been better.
Celeste 2?
Why did I figure something like that?
Just do one game for now, and then.
I know, yeah. That was what I was gonna talk about.
Okay.
But no, like Celeste was hey, shut up. Like Celeste
Hey,
was
shut up.
fun despite it making me want to
Alright, what
murder
I
my
miss?
entire controller and self-worth. Okay, wait. But yeah, I don't know. Celeste was a fun game, and it kind of ended. Spoiler alert if you haven't played it. That the granny who was the first character you meet in the game is dead. So it'd be interesting to see what they could do from the story aspect for your character in terms of that. That or just introduce a totally new character, but the same mountain that you're climbing. It's just there's different sections to it. Because, maybe it's not like, every climber climbs the same way or whatever. So it would be interesting to see, like, how that could play out.
It's like a randomizer.
I don't know, I guess. But yeah, for me, it's just Celeste too.
Okay, that was fast.
That was
I mean, I ain't got much to
Jesus.
say. It's a short game.
Hey, Alan, can I
I mean,
say
It's a
something?
4-hour game.
I mean, it's a pretty straightforward game.
All right. What is it, Blake?
If you can hear my fan, I just want to say suck it, because I'm fucking dying.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's not annoying. So I mean, I could barely hear
Yeah,
the
I
fan,
got the
so
burrito
I don't
too.
hear it.
you're good.
Alright, cool. Good.
All right.
I mean, we were about to have a problem. Let me tell you.
No, I'm joking. I mean, I don't want you to die in the heat.
Burn, Blake, burn.
Yep, Blake.
Dude, I can't even, like, we can't... I can't-
Burning holy fire!
like, I was out of the room for a minute, and, like, there was, like, there was 2 spiders and, like, 10 ants in this downstairs. And I was like, oh my fucking god.
Hey, Spider-Man and
like-
Ant-Man came to visit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I killed all those bitches.
Damn, you killed Ant-Man's army?
Dude, shut the fuck off.
I mean, you cared for
What
one
did
of
they ever do to you?
Yeah.
When your make-a-wish thing backfires.
They exist. That's what they did.
They exist, so you're gonna kill me because I exist?
Alright, Kevin, I'm gonna release a tarantula in your house. I'm gonna see what you.
Awesome, I love tarantulas.
Just release some flying cockroaches.
Alright, I
Those
hope
are
you like.
fucking.
I hope you like 10 tarantulas because that's what you're getting for Christmas.
Awesome, I'll sell it and make $8,000.
Alright.
It's not an Animal Crossing, Kevin.
When you get eaten alive
Yeah.
by tarantulas,
That.
when you get eaten alive by tarantulas, just call me.
Tarantulas aren't even deadly. They just don't.
I won't pick up.
Wow.
I won't call you.
Hey Blake.
I'll call Alan.
Yeah, I got a couple tarantulas. Can you?
Don't worry, I'll call.
I just fall asleep.
All right. Who wants to go next? Blake, do you want to
Just
go?
get a shit
next?
pat down.
Yeah, Blake, do you want to go next, or do you want Shadow to
Whatever you
go?
want.
Yeah, me, Kai, and Kevin already went.
Me, Kai.
Me, Kai.
Me, Kai.
It's like a word. Me, Kai.
Me, Kai.
Dear God.
Like you're speaking to caveman. Me,
Oh,
Kai.
my- Returns.
Me, Kai. I am caveman.
Ugh returns.
The UGG game. Yeah, can we get a sequel to UGG even though we never got
Yeah,
the first game?
game.
Sequel to Ugg and Doug. Ugg and Doug Adventure 2.
UGG and UGG.
World.
I was actually
End of
about
the
to
world.
pick for my game. I was actually about to pick Sonic Adventure 3 for my pick, but I decided different.
You're about to what?
I said I was about to
Don't
pick
worry
Sonic
about it.
Adventure. Alright, who wants to go next?
Okay.
Alan.
Yep.
Okay, good answer. Great
That's a good
policy.
answer.
I can't hear a word anyone's saying. Everyone's on voices.
Do you want to go next, Blake?
Fine if if you're begging,
Blake, please go next. Please, please, please. Just please.
do I have to?
You want to
Yes.
suck them off too, Alan?
No.
We already got 4 people. I could just leave.
Wow.
Hold on, let me see if anyone's talking in chat. Nope, no one. Well, I gotta think of. Hold on. You're giving me.
Can anyone else hear him? Because I can't.
I can't hear.
I can hear him.
I can hear.
I can hear him fine now, but he's just kind of glitchy.
How do I turn up people's volumes again?
Right click on the profile.
Right click on their thing.
Right
and then-
click. Okay. Well, we can keep Kevin at the volume he's currently at. We increase Alan by a significant margin. Increase Kai. Shadow's fine.
Well, I'm here.
Alright, so where are we doing?
I mean,
What's your game?
yeah, I was gonna say, what's your game?
I'm gonna say my game and then I'm gonna make a prediction. Someone's just actually no, you'll know. I'm gonna Sonic Heroes
Let's go.
Nice.
because I play like 6 games in my whole life.
Don't worry, Blake. You're not the only one.
And don't worry when everyone. I think he games I have. And he's the man in a fucking pickle right now. Jokes.
Pickles. Yep, the joke.
What?
You're in a pickle.
You're a
Get it?
pickle.
Yeah, Kai, you're a pickle.
Can I eat? I'm hungry.
You want to fucking suck me off first, or?
Oh god.
I mean. Okay.
Blake's like, well, now that you offer.
He's like, well, I mean,
Okay, so the reason I like Heroes is because one, I play the same jobless bitch.
okay.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there. Wait, can I just ask one thing?
Yeah.
Real quick. Like,
No.
Alan, you knew what game I was going to talk about, but you didn't even put Heroes in the freaking thumbnail.
My bad. I can edit that out later.
Wow, what a dick.
Wait, what did you pick for the thumbnail?
Just you'll see.
Spider-Man, the Celeste
Morty.
character, and your character. Whatever, I think. I don't know. How are people right now? I thought people can't play it.
Wait, what?
Okay, I just changed his profile picture
Oh,
back
I
to-
see it.
Yeah. I have to get my
So
actual
cute.
logo.
You just, wow.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he's not a pickle anymore.
Oh, thank God.
It's so cute.
I'm keeping the name, though.
Yeah, oh yeah. You gotta keep the name.
You gotta keep the
Keep
name,
it.
bro. It's fucking Kai.
I've been drunk, but I'm keeping that.
All right, Blake. Sonic Heroes.
I don't know what to talk about first. Like, do I talk about like what I want or like?
Yeah, like, what do you want to see in Sonic Heroes 2? Like, what were some of the things that you liked in Sonic Heroes 1 that you would like to return?
I mean, I think the whole design concept of Sonic. I adored the game when I was a kid. It was my first ever game, or my first Sonic. It like it's just a game. I know the game isn't like the greatest. It really just showed me like what it meant to be a gamer, kind of.
Okay.
I mean, I know it sounds really stupid, but like the game is so unique with like teamwork. I really loved it. I really want to see like it doesn't even have to be Sonic Heroes 2. I just want to see that design concept come back because I thought it was such a unique way to play a Sonic game.
It is probably the most unique Sonic game out there.
I agree.
Thank you.
I agree as well.
Thank you.
Because we haven't
And
seen
also,
anything.
I would also love Sonic Colors too, but I chose Heroes in the end.
Good thing you picked Heroes.
Fuck off. That game is amazing. I don't care what anyone says.
I mean, I believe you. I just haven't. Writing kills it for me.
But I feel like this game was made in 2004, I believe. I believe it was made in 2004.
Yeah, 2004.
Yeah, 2003,
It was,
2004.
Because afterwards was Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah, 2004. Yeah, you're right.
I just
Been
I just
over
think that
16 years. Holy shit.
the most variety out of like any Sonic game we've had, and like I will say like the main like thing that I don't really like about this game is that it feels like you're playing the same, or it feels like you're playing the game 4 separate times because the characters don't really change that much when you play them.
Uh-huh.
So it just feels like you're
Yeah.
playing the game over 4 times, which can be really annoying and like kind of a turn off for most people.
Yeah, and very repetitive as well.
So like
One-
I would really like to see them like change that so there's like how there was in SA2 for example, where some characters went to some stages or like Knuckles and Rouge were their stages were all like digging for Chaos Emerald Shards. Sonic and Shadow more of the traditional Sonic format, and Tails was like just like a robot.
Like a mech shooter.
Yeah, I would really love to see like levels like that change depending on the character, and there's also there's so many new Sonic characters now. There's Silver. There's the Sonic character that I would really like to see be a character. Like I really want to see our like Sonic characters or like our custom made Sonic characters appear in another game. I don't want Fortress to be the only life they get.
Yeah, like make your own OC characters for your team.
Because I think every character, or I think every game should have customization.
I feel like a
Because,
customization. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
I was gonna say like I feel like customization is now a theme in this podcast.
I mean, it's just important.
I mean it is. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying it's funny because
I mean,
We
to
all
be
mentioned
fair, I wasn't listening to anyone, so never paying attention.
okay. Well, I mean me and Kevin pointed it out in our game, so
Like I think they could. I mean, I think like for the OC, we saw when the game first came, or like the trailers came out, that like red hedgehog. I think it was a red hedgehog. He had like glasses. I think I'm pretty sure his canon name is Gadget. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it's Gadget.
Yeah, I would really like to see him like become a staple in the Sonic universe. I think he would be a cool addition to the game, like how he interacts with like Infinite. Like, I also want to see him or like some of the battle systems and obviously teams.
Mhm.
Because like the main thing really cool about that game was the teamwork and like how there was always a speed character, a power character, and a flight character, each being used in a specific way that you could just fly through the level. Or like some you need a speed character to get through this interaction. You need a flight character to get through this interaction. So I think it was just like a really neat way of playing the game.
Mhm.
Also, I want to see some of those awesome songs like remixed.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
I want to see I really want to see a remixed Seaside Hill because I love Seaside Hill. That is one of my
I want to see Seaside Hill, Ocean Palace,
Grand
Seaside
Metropolis.
Hill is
Bingo Highway.
okay. I will say like also like some of the levels do get very repetitive. Like Bingo Highway, it can be kind of annoying to like traverse because like in Bingo Highway it doesn't really feel like you have when you're in the like bingo section or the slot section. I didn't really like it because I just I felt like I was playing something that's not Sonic because it's not what Sonic does. Like, you know?
Yeah.
If I wanted to play Sonic Spinball, I would.
That game sucks. Don't play it.
I mean, it's awesome. What do you mean it sucks?
It was fine.
Okay.
It was fine.
Okay. Discussion later.
Spinball was fine.
That game was amazing.
Yeah, it was fine.
That was fine, but I'm not saying that's like okay.
I mean, as spin-offs go, the game is great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for a spinoff, it wasn't bad.
I'm not saying like, oh, it's game. But like that was one of the games I had on GameCube, or I had the Sonic Mega Collection. I always used to play Sonic Pinball because it was so fucking fun.
Uh huh.
Um, like I really want to, and like everyone always complains about like we don't get to see Sonic characters played anymore. So like this would just be a really nice way to like say, hey, these characters are not useless. Because like people have like lost a lot of faith in say like Tails and Knuckles because they're no longer being played. And the character seems kind of what's the word? Defenseless, I guess.
Yeah, because obviously with Forces we saw Tails being defenseless rather than him being
I mean,
brave.
I give Tails Chaos was like an indestructible creature. So I give him a pass. Although that does not help his case, I will say. It does not help the case.
Yeah.
But uh, what else would I want?
You want multiplayer?
Yeah, multiplayer. Online multiplayer would be nice. It would be the first time Sonic, a main series Sonic game to like enter the like online multiplayer route.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm pretty no. Sonic Heroes did have multiplayer. It wasn't like competitive multiplayer.
No, it was. It was competitive multiplayer.
Well, it wasn't like. Well, okay, it was like speeding through the level. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the characters like fighting one another. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, actually, there was a mode in the because you had to unlock some of the multiplayer modes, and one of them was like you actually fight like each of your team.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So sort of like how like in the main campaign you gotta fight like Team Rose or Team Dark or whatever. It's like that.
Yes. I don't really know what else to say. Make this game happen. At this point, like, no, I don't want Sega to do that because that's just a cop out. I don't want Sega making sequels just to bring back Sonic. I want them to do it themselves.
Yeah, like have them make a new Sonic game rather than just.
That's why I'm so that's why I don't because that's just like the get out of jail free card, and I don't want that because that's just like yeah, that's a get out of jail free card.
Wait, what?
I know.
Wait, what game?
I know it would help, but you know what would help more? Having a new original idea.
I think you said Sonic Adventure 3, right? Because it kind of cut out a bit.
I was just saying, like Sonic, like Sega making Sonic Adventure. That's just a get out of jail free card. I just don't like it. That's why I'm. Whenever someone says, "Oh, Sonic Adventure 3 should happen," I'm like, "No, it shouldn't." Shut up. But like, there's not really too much to talk about Sonic. I mean, I'm just talking about a sequel. I'm not talking about like the actual game. I feel like you could just like another like one of the biggest like design problems was the controls. Like the controls it felt like you couldn't control like after boosted.
Uh-huh.
When I was younger, I always boosted off the ledge whenever I was like trying to. I was just minding my business, kept going through the level, and then I pressed the button once, and Sonic just like zooms or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, you're not. Where the hell are you going? And like, I know this is kind of a theme in the Sonic franchise nowadays, but like, I think they could incorporate wisps because they did that. They did that in Lost World. They did that in Forces. They could very well do it in Heroes. Maybe like each Sonic character on the team like gets a specific wisp.
Uh-huh.
Like Sonic gets laser because that's what he got. No, Tails could probably get laser thunder shoot.
Oh yeah, like have him like shoot Sonic as laser.
Knuckles could get drill because he's like a monster. Sonic, I don't know what Sonic would get. Maybe like Rocket. No, maybe Rocket. But like every Sonic character could have like a specific wisp to like fit their attributes and make them strong. Kind of like equipment. You know how like you could change your OCs, like your OCs. I say OCs because like that's what they are. Like in Sonic Forces, you could change your character's wisp, and like they have like it has like a Splatoon thing where there's like free slots under the weapon. Like this slot does this slot does that. They can do that for like wisps or wispins or whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of potential for a Sonic Heroes 2, more than I could see on like, because like if I were, I feel like I don't know, I feel like there's like a better, I feel like God, I can't talk, man. I don't know what to say, honestly. I just feel like I would rather want a Sonic Heroes 2 because I feel like there's more directions to go than say Sonic Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sonic Adventure is like, it's weird because like I don't know. I just feel like there's more ways to go when you're talking about Sonic Heroes rather than like Adventure is just a standalone good game that's like pretty much perfect. Whereas like Sonic Heroes can be like changed to like be even better.
Like the better alternative game.
I feel yeah, it's a better alternative. What would you really change about like what would you really add on to it? Great. So like how could you make it even
Mm-hmm.
whereas like there's tons of different directions you can go and better.
Yeah, I see.
Because like okay, if you were to pitch to me, hey, Blake, if you what do you think of Adventure Free? I was like, it's a good idea, but where could we take it? Like, obviously we've had more playable characters, but then what? I don't know.
Like, what if you can mix match your characters? Like you could have Sonic.
All right, I'm almost done.
Like I was gonna say, like maybe have like Sonic, Charmy, Omega in a team or something like that.
You can swap around teams.
Yeah.
Are you saying that for heroes, or are you saying that for? Like,
for heroes.
I don't think they should do that because like because the characters also had different story or like depending on what team you picked it has story influence.
Uh-huh.
Because like if you compare like Sonics and the Chaos, they're completely different. So like merging them together would be kind of weird. Because like every character had different motives. Like Amy wanted to get Sonic, obviously. Sonic wanted to stop Eggman. Eggman was tricking the Chaotix for money. I feel like if you combined those story elements, I feel like it would just get messy or sloppy.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like like let's say you beat the game and then like you want to replay the
Oh yeah,
stages.
yeah. If you beat the game, yeah, that's.
Yeah, I'm not saying for like main story purposes.
About like, I thought you were talking about mixing stories. And
Oh
like,
no.
Yeah, I was like, that's a horrible idea.
Yeah, that would not work out well.
Because like all characters have different motives.
Exactly.
They're doing everything different. That's why. That's another reason why I really like the game. I just unfortunately you have to play on like this game a few different times to get the best possible outcome.
Yeah, the final story.
Yeah. And oh yeah, that also reminds me. This could be a great way of getting back Metal Sonic. Everyone's favorite. Everyone loves Metal Sonic.
I like Metal Sonic.
This would be a great way to reintroduce him as of recent games, really been pushover, and he's not. Like, do you remember the final fight in it's crazy.
Oh yeah, like it's insane. The atmosphere is intense. Like his look is intense.
It takes free super forms to beat him.
Yeah.
And that would be really cool too, because Tails doesn't really have a super form. Knuckles does, but he doesn't really have one in the main series games. So like seeing more characters like super would be really cool.
Uh-huh.
Like the characters I can think of that like have legitimate super, at least the only ones I could is Sonic, Shadow, Silver, Knuckles, and Blaze. Those are like the only
Mhm.
because Amy doesn't have one. Tails doesn't have one. None of the Chaotix have them.
So you just essentially want to make it like Dragon Ball Z?
No, I don't.
Oh my god, imagine.
But I just think there's so many ways to go with this game. And it also helps that I'm very, very, very biased because this game is amazing.
I mean, I like this game too, so you're not alone.
I like, dude, if there was a way to play I would play Heroes again in a
Just emulate it.
I don't know how to do any of that.
Yeah, you
I don't
have.
think any of us know how to do any of that.
Yeah, we would have to help out Blake right there on that part.
Why can't it just be on Steam? Like, really?
Exactly. Why is it not on Steam? Like, what the fuck?
It should be on Steam.
Exactly. Yeah, but nope. Let's not put it on Steam. We don't want money.
No.
Yeah, I pay for price for that. Are you kidding me?
I guess Sega doesn't want money.
Bro, Sonic Heroes HD, give it to me.
Yes.
Yeah, the HD, like the HD models would look really cool because, like, back in 2003, the characters were still amazing as hell. Because, like, when you think like when you consider like a game like back in 2000, back in 2004, like compared to now, it's insane. Like I was watching Super Smash Bros. Brawl like gameplay, and I'm like, oh my god, differences are insane.
Yeah, for real.
Dude, Brawl looks like shit. It looks so bad.
I mean, Mario had denim
it looks bad.
overalls, so
Yeah. I was gonna say you're not convincing me. It looks horrible.
not really.
Like Smash Bros. Brawl looks so bad compared to Smash Ultimate.
Oh,
It's not,
yeah. Yeah,
it's not even a question.
yeah, it's definitely
Yeah,
not
no
a question.
I
But
do
yeah,
miss Brawl.
that's why I want Sonic Heroes 2. I feel like there's just I just feel like there's so many ways you can be perfect that like it would be a mistake not to go for it, or not to grasp it.
Firmly
Yeah,
grasp it.
firmly grasp it. There you go.
I hate you both. You ever have like one of those where it's like you can just predict what someone's going to say before? That's how
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna say this, and like in 3 seconds, I'm gonna regret it. And what do you know? I regret it.
I'm trying to be funny even though it's not working, so let me shut my mouth.
I mean, we're not that funny, to be honest. No, that's not true. I think I'm funny.
I'm not funny. That's
No,
true.
actually, no, I don't. I think I'm annoying.
No,
I
Blake.
think I'm.
No, Blake, you're funny.
I don't think that at all.
I think you.
I
you
appreciate
are.
the niceness.
I think you are.
I appreciate the niceness, but you're. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I think Sonic Heroes 2 should happen, because I think Sega are fucking idiots that they haven't thought of this yet.
Yeah, come on, Sega.
Do
They
it.
make it happen.
You would make me the happiest, and I'm not very happy.
Yeah, see, Blake's an unhappy camper
With
right
all
here.
this Corona shit, with all this
Blake's a
Corona
downer.
shit, I'm fucking sad. I mean, okay, being sad today is pretty justified, I think. So yeah, make it happen, please. I will do it. I will pay $500 for Sonic Heroes 2.
I'm down.
I would pay $1,000.
I pitch in as well.
Fuck, I should have done
No, I
Sonic
mean, like-
Unleashed 2. Fuck.
No, I mean like if this game like
Let's say that again.
if the game was $1,000 like in the markets, I'd be like I'm gonna buy it. I don't care how much it is.
I mean, I don't think it'd be like that unless there's like a ultimate special edition for it. Then
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying like I would pay him.
You would pay any amount of money for that game, wouldn't you?
pay your whole
Yes.
life savings.
Pay your whole life savings for it.
I've been asking for this game since I played it back in 2008.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years. It's been 13 years since the Fossil Archetype came around. Asking for that for fucking 10 years. It's finally here and it sucks ass. really does. I'm sad. All right, I'm done.
Alright, Shadow, do you have a game that you want to see a sequel to?
How long did I take? Like 10 minutes? I feel like I didn't talk that long, did I?
No, you talked. A plentiful.
You talked good amount.
Yeah, because me and
'Cause
Kevin, we went.
I'm trying to talk like.
Yeah, I mean, I think you went long as like me and Kevin did.
Damn it, that's set, dude. That is.
That is what?
I thought you guys took fucking forever. I was like, damn, when is it gonna be?
When's it gonna be your turn?
Yeah, that's what my mind was.
Well, we offer you to go first.
Well, I always go first.
No, we gotta change up the order here.
I feel like if the streams were all on YouTube, I would count how many times I went either.
Oh my god, count them all the times you went first.
I kind of want to count because we have like this is like the 6th podcast, right?
Yeah.
Well, we have multiple videos of it. One podcast was all about you, so.
Well, technically we have like 20.
Yeah, I would just have to.
Technically we almost have 30 podcasts. They're all gone.
Well, they're not gone.
I mean,
They're just private.
not gone, they're
I could
just
just
privated.
yeah, I could just put
They're
them.
they're basically gone.
Not really.
Not really, dude.
They're off the channel. They're basically.
Yeah, but I could put them public again.
Then do it. I don't know what you're waiting for.
All right, I'm doing it tonight.
Bet.
Want to bet?
That's what I was gonna.
Bet.
All right.
No balls.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
All right, Shadow, do you have a game?
Okay, so I know it's gonna be a very controversial one, for sure, for a lot of people.
All right.
Fire Emblem Three
All right.
Houses
Uh,
2.
No, that's Chris.
No.
That's Chris. If Chris was here, he'd probably say that.
Okay, as mean as that would be, no. I would say Mighty Number 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Mighty number 10.
I am
Mighty Number 10.
I am shocked.
That would be the title.
Mighty number 10.
I mean, like, okay. When you said you're shocked, Alan, personally, like, the game kind of needs a sequel because that game. Trash.
Yeah, I heard the first game.
So
Was...
I think a sequel's in.
Like, to be fair, like, yes, everyone treated it as like a Mega Man clone, but like,
Because it was.
it's kind of like unfair because it wasn't really like, it wasn't using any of the similar mechanics. It was using nothing that was the same.
All right, I'm gonna fix dinner off the bat.
Okay, Blake.
Because I still have not had dinner.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right, go on ahead.
So I do feel like there is a part 2 because there's like a lot of plot holes missing. Because like I would be pretty excited because they left the story as if there was a cliffhanger like for part 2, but there is no part 2, so we'll never see the story unfold. Because the way they ended it was like, oh, here we're gonna make part 2, except that probably they won't have enough confidence to do it now because they were like, everyone's like, oh, part 1 sucks. Don't make another game. And also, like, yes, like I get like a lot of the like game mechanics are, like really bugging, like a bunch of things like way too like accurate, like in terms of the platform, like you be very accurate with your button presses and everything. Like if they can fix all that and then fix a lot of the graphics issues that people supposedly had with more than and including the gameplay, I feel like they would do better instead of trying to like focus like this is a Mega Man, but not really.
Okay.
So the issue is that they lost like a lot of focus halfway through the planning stage, and they got distracted with their goals, and they kept pushing their goals back, and that's why the game took so long to even get out in the first place.
Uh huh.
So I would say a sequel to a Mighty Number 9 would not be a bad idea, but it's just a very probably a very controversial idea for most people.
Yeah, because obviously the game, like, obviously the first game, you know, it got tanked with reviews because, you know, it's not exactly as like a Mega Man, you know, a predecessor to Mega Man. So I think like them making, like, if they would make a sequel to it, I think that would like definitely really help out the series. Like, sort of like, okay, let's go back and see what we did wrong, and we'll make it better, sort of similar like Mega Man. Obviously not like, you know, trying not to like, you
Yeah,
know.
because right now It's sitting at like a 6 out of 10 on Steam.
Damn.
I mean, it's not terrible. It's like a very in between, like little above average.
Yeah, it's just kind of mediocre.
Yeah.
Is there any like other improvements you would like to see in a sequel to Mighty Number Nine?
I mean, besides like a bunch of gameplay changes, like graphically the game looked good. Like there's nothing wrong with the
And I'm back.
graphics.
What I miss?
It's just that they got lost with the direction of the gameplay.
What I miss?
Shadow's still talking about it.
Much?
Yeah, he's still talking about Mighty
Like, I just,
Number
yeah,
Nine.
like I just explained, like some things that could change is like, Blake, do you get to the factory mission at any point?
What are you talking about?
Mighty Number 9.
Oh, I played that game for like 10 minutes and then I stopped.
Oh, so you just like play the intro level and that's it?
Pretty much.
Okay, so
I didn't hate it.
so
It just
I mean,
wasn't fun.
I'll explain one bit where you're in a factory and you have to go through like a bunch of like fans, but the issue is you have to crouch slide under the fans, but you're never told to crouch slide, and you have to be very accurate with it because if you're a little bit like back away from it and you try and slide, the character will slide, but then it won't slide far enough to get through it, and it will go like he'll pick himself back up, and then like he'll get cut by the air blade and get insta killed. Like it's not like he'll get damaged. You'll die, and you have to restart the level.
Uh-huh.
So there's like a bunch of like most of it's just gameplay problems. Like a lot of it, like they had a good game. They just didn't have like the gameplay. Like they put too many things that penalize the player because they didn't know the mechanics, as they didn't teach the player the mechanics. So if they taught the players the mechanics a bit more, because it's a fast-paced game. Mighty Number 9. It's not very slow. Take your pace with like Mega Man. Like this one, you have to like be very fast in your maneuvers, and you have to make sure you're doing accurate movements. So I would say, if you can like give some leeway to the player of like having to be able like let them make mistakes, I would say the game would be fine. But yeah, that's all they'd have to fix is just like most of the gameplay elements. Just not make it too penalizing to the player and make it stressful.
Okay. Alright, so we've been going for like an hour and 26 minutes, so any of you guys have another game you want to talk about, or do you guys want to wrap it up here?
The Last of Us Part 2 is already in a sequel. I'm good.
I mean, it's like you might as well. I thought you were gonna say like Last of Us 3, and I'm like, oh gosh.
Last of Us 3, yeah, sure. This movie hasn't been out yet. Nah, since The Last of Us Part 2 is already happening, I have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah. I have more games to talk about, but I think it's probably best if we leave
Bully
it off.
2.
Yeah, I had more, but I think maybe we could do like a part 2 to this topic. So,
Bully 2.
like, get it? Like a sequel to this podcast? Eh?
Okay.
Alright, let me kick myself out, guys. Bye, guys. I'm officially leaving TLG because I made a dumbass joke. So.
Dumbass Allen over here.
Yeah, let me get my dunce cap on and I'll pack up my bags and.
Burn your suit.
Now can I take the suit back?
No, you can't.
Oh, god damn it. Can you take care of it at least?
I can burn it.
That works.
Okay, cool. I'll just present it as a Tom Brady shirt.
I wasn't paying.
Wait, what'd you say? Wait, what'd you say, Blake?
Like I wasn't paying attention.
You weren't paying attention?
Not really.
Don't worry about it. I just made a joke. A weak joke. I made a weak joke.
He made an Allen joke.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that. So. Alright, well, I think that'll probably wrap it up here. I mean, we all obviously we all gave at least one game that we would like to see, so Yeah, let us know in the comments what sequels, like what game sequels you guys like to see. Like, let us know like if you guys agree with our thoughts on these games, and again, make sure to leave a like, comment, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, join the Discord
Join our
server.
Discord.
It's in the description below. Also
And no one
follow.
does any of those ones.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitch. Twitch is also in the description below, because we're close to 50 followers, so we can be have a chance to become a
Do
Twitch
it.
affiliate.
I don't want these streams being deleted. Dude. Fuck's sake.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitch.
follow us on Twitch, guys.
Please,
Cause
I'm not asking. I'm demanding. Do it.
yeah, you better follow us on Twitch, guys.
Everyone listen to Blake.
Yeah,
Listen to Blake,
yeah,
guys.
listen to listen to
Listen-
Blake. You guys better
listen to
follow
Blake.
on Twitch, otherwise Blake's gonna show up to your house and
Yeah,
Kick you
exactly.
in. Just
do something to you. I don't know.
do something bad. I don't know. Burn your kids. I don't know.
Burn your tree down.
He's gonna
You
burn your
follow us
house
on-
down. Fire an RPG at the
If
kids.
you follow us on Twitch, just send me your home address and I will send you cupcakes.
Ooh, what kind of cupcakes?
Kind of cupcakes.
Whatever they want. I guess.
The ones with grenades in them.
The ones with the-
Then we would followers.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure we would lose followers.
we would lose more than just Waller.
Nah, we would gain them. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I need to have some food in my.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? Came at a wrong time.
Hey.
Came at a. God dang.
You came out of. God damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's play some. Smash Bros.
All right, guys, let's get
Okay, we're
some.
gonna share this stream for another 3 hours.
All right. Yeah, hey, man, we're just about to wrap up with the podcast, but yeah, if you want to check out the podcast and you want to listen to what we want to see for game sequels, then yeah, I mean, it'll be re-uploaded, so you can check it out afterwards. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to wrap it up. So sorry that you came late, but it is what it is. So, but we are gonna be doing a chat and chill stream this week, by the way. I think maybe like on Thursday we're gonna do a chat and chill stream. So, but we're gonna be doing it on Twitch, so that'd be awesome.
I don't work Thursday, so I'm down for that.
On Thursday, you don't work Thursday?
I don't work Thursday. I'm off Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, yeah, because I got something to do tomorrow, so Thursday will work.
I got work tomorrow. I don't want to work. Hey Blake, can you go to work for me?
Oh wait, dude, dude, I just trending page on YouTube. Dude, Mr. Nightmare trending with his new video. Dude, let's go, Mr.
Mr. Nightmare uploaded?
Yeah, he uploaded yesterday. He's trending.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Wait, what is he? Hold on, 3.
Well,
I
that's
think it's just.
this is what happens
it's
when you
just
play
short
Team
stories.
Fortress 2.
He's number 14 on trending. Let's go.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you were playing Team Fortress 2 while we were doing the podcast, but I mean, it's all good. It's all goody.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Mr.
No, I was just reading what A-Man said.
What?
No, I was just reading
I
what
was like, what?
I was
I was
just
like, does he have another channel? I'm not aware.
I was just reading what he was saying, but yeah. So we'll do chat and chill on Thursday night on Twitch. So hope to see you guys there. So yeah, thank you
Come
guys.
and follow us.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on Thursday. Well, Thursday, and then if not, we'll see you guys next time. So, peace.